Scientifically and objectively proven that there are at least 7 gazillion reasons to visit Switzerland. It may be the desire to see the stunning nature, the opportunity to meet interesting people, and not only people, or just to hang out in one of the most prosperous countries in the world. I'm going there, how do I say it without sounding a little bit dumb? I'm going to search for real magic, in existence of which I believe with all my heart, especially when those two guys already found it there. But who they are and whether my quest is going to be successful, you'll learn in this video. Well, are you ready? Switzerland awaits us! So, after a very long quarantine, I went to Tel Aviv Ben Gurion airport, where the flight to Zurich was waiting for me. I kid you not, this is Zurich, honestly. A 4-hour flight and I'm there, but I have another 3-hour drive to the key location of this video. And my first day in Switzerland was pretty hardcore. Fatigue from the flight, the long drive, not sleeping at all. I lost my sunglasses at the gas station. At some point the drone wouldn't even start. Although Swiss roads, I have to say, is some kind of unique separate pleasure. Even being half dead and completely sleep deprived, the pleasure of both the roads themselves and of the views that surround you are enormous. By the way, this is why it took me almost all day to get to the hotel, as it was simply impossible not to stop every half hour and take pictures of what you see. Well, somehow, still alive, I made it to the hotel in the village called Lauterbrunnen, where besides the search for the magic, there was also a claustrophobia test waiting for me in the mega luxe hotel I got myself. And if you think to yourself that after a long road and 48 hours without sleep, I would only need a bed to pass out, in my case, you are wrong.
Well, good morning everyone. My first night at Lauterbrunnen was kind of bad. Not because of the place, I don't know why, but I was feeling like my whole body is burning. I couldn't fall asleep even though I was awake for almost 48 hours, which sucks because I really needed that sleep to have enough energy for today. I drank like, I don't know, 5 or 6 glasses of water, which is awesome. By the way, in Switzerland you can drink water from tap. I managed to fall asleep, and as you can see right now, I didn't even wash my face before I filmed this video. So I have my energy, and it's time to wake up and finally show you why I'm in Lauterbrunnen.
The fact is that Lauterbrunnen may be known to you by other name, Rivendell. It was here that Ronald Reuel Tolkien got his inspiration, after which he wrote the magical elven land. The Hobbit's journey from Rivendell to the other side of the Misty Mountains is based on my adventures in 1911. We went on foot, carrying great packs practically all the way from Interlaken, mainly by mountain paths, to Lauterbrunnen and so to Murren, and eventually to the head of the Lauterbrunnen Tal, in a wilderness of moraines. Letter 316 from Ronald Reuel Tolkien to his son Michael. By the way, I was already here yesterday and there was a sea of tourists. It was just impossible to capture anything, so today I got up early to really show you how it all looks real, without tourists from all around the world. And I have one creature to help me with that. Introducing Gwaihir the Windlord. this beautiful waterfall kinda made me realize right away how Tolkien find his real magic here. I wanted to sit down, fantasize, think about some inspiration for myself. And Tolkien, by the way, was not the only one who was imbued with this waterfall. Goethe, for example, dedicated a song of spirits over the waters, and Lord Byron too compared it to the tale of the horse on which death sits on the field of the apocalypse. Staubach Falls is certainly a very magical source of inspiration, but sitting and fantasizing is certainly tempting, but it's not really me. I need to see as much as possible. We have some kind of very cool waterfall up top, and since Rivendell, aka Lauterbrunnen, is very famous by its waterfalls and rivers, I'm really interested for what's waiting me up top. So let's go and check it out. The road going up to the waterfall is really beautiful. I'm so excited to see what's up there. So this is the end. Climbing, to be honest, in general is not really difficult. You can climb here even with grandmothers and children, although it's kinda slippery. You see, I still slip. Honestly, you can skip the climb to the top of the waterfall, unless of course you want to put a check mark on it, because the view is so-so. In front of you you have water, noise, and it's kinda difficult to understand what you're looking at. But if you go back just a little bit, just a little tiny bit, you will see such a stunning view of Lauterbrunnen that it will completely take your breath away. I immediately forgot about my fatigue and the fact that I did not sleep like a normal person for days and that I spent all day yesterday on the road. The epic view of the valley extremely energized me for the whole day. So my advice to you, once you're in Lauterbrunnen, be sure to get up early while the village is still sleeping and in almost perfect silence with the sound of falling waterfall. You will enjoy one of the best landscapes of your life. But before I go any further in search of more magical places, I should probably tell you a little bit about the valley itself. Lauterbrunnen is located in the canton of Bern and includes several villages. Wengen, the largest of them all, Lauterbrunnen, this is where I stayed for the night, Murren, Stechelberg, Eisenfluch and few others. One main advantage of this area is if you are driving, the distance between the nearest locations rarely takes more than an hour and a half. This also includes the towns of Interlaken, Meiringen and the Grindelwald Valley. And no, I'm not talking about the evil wizard from Harry Potter, who suffered from a very smelly wife. These are the places that Tolkien visited on his journey. Of course, I would like to show you all of them, but I only have 2 full days in Switzerland, so you and I will only visit those locations. Well, in the meantime, I think you have already noticed that in Lauterbrunnen, besides all of this amazing beauty, there are also simply gorgeous mountains. And the valley is always under the watchful eye of the vigilant Eiger, Mjolnir and Jungfrau. You and I will go to Jungfrau for a search of a lesser known peak. So I changed my clothes to something a little bit lighter because the sun was already warm, and I went to Stechelberg, which takes only about 15 to 20 minutes to get there. So I will ride to Silberhorn, and the guy that I showed you in the picture on the beginning of this video, John Ronald Reuel Tolkien, claimed him as Zirak Zegil of his dream. I left the view of Jungfrau with deep regret. Eternal snow, etched as it seemed against eternal sunshine, and the silver horn, sharp against dark blue, the Silvertine of my dreams. Letter 316. Now, in case you are wondering what the hell is Zirak Zegil, this is the place where Gandalf fought Balrog. Honestly, I can barely feel my shoulders anymore. I'm not really prepared for that kind of journey, but I think even with the back pain I still can manage this uphill battle. If I'll fast forward a little bit, I can honestly tell you that during my journey of 2 weeks through 5 countries, I have never seen such a beautiful drop like the one I took to Silberhorn. Maybe it's because of the weather, you know, when the sun is actually warming you instead of trying to burn you down. Or maybe it's just because it was the first day of the journey. You know, when your receptors of awesomeness are working full time on 200% capacity. But mostly it's the amazing greenery of Switzerland that looks like it was specifically posing for desktop screensaver. It's those amazing beauties that you really want to scratch by their ears. And of course, rivers. Oh my god, so many rivers. Big, small, medium, whatever you desire, you will get. Luckily, I'm not really demanding in this area. The more rivers, the better. And of course, because you are going up, every 5 minutes you will see some kind of special view that's very difficult to skip, and sometimes completely impossible. And so I was moving forward slowly but steadily to my goal, and the Google map already showed me that here you are, this is Silberhorn, start enjoying the view. And I was looking around and couldn't see it. So I wanted to find Silberhorn, which is supposed to be of course Zirak Zagil, the place where Gandalf was fighting the Balrog, but I ran into some trouble here. The main trouble here is that so many mountains, so many beautiful, big, majestic mountains here in the Alps, and I have no freaking clue which one is Silberhorn. I was like, are you Silberhorn? Are you No, nobody answered. I asked some people here. Everybody's a tourist here, so they also have no clue. I mean, you know what? Which one is Silberhorn, please? Please? Can you tell me, please, which one is Silberhorn? Yeah, I have no idea. I have no clue. So I'm gonna have to probably come back home and try to find it in Google. I tried to Google here all the pictures, try to match it with the things that I see right now. Nah. Many beautiful mountains. Which one is Silberhorn? Yeah, I feel really stupid right now. So here I faced a dilemma. Keep looking for Silberhorn and spend the whole day on it, or go back and move to the next location. I chose the second one, and on the way back I kinda felt hungry, and this is where I saw a very cute place off-road. And you know, the better the view, the tastier is the food, so this is the place for me to make a stop and have a small lunch. So today in the morning I went to the supermarket and I bought myself some nice tasty foods, you know, bananas, fruits and all kind of stuff. I was hoping that I will see some waterfalls and rivers and some beautiful greenery, and I will have a lunch and feel a very poetic beauty. But if you're watching this video, you kinda see already that not everything goes according to my plan. I, as a very smart person, put raspberries and bananas to the bottom of my bag. And this is how they look now. Mashed fruits, anyone? And with my luck, there is not even one trash bin in the area. Never litter in any place, but in this place littering is probably a deadly sin, and it should be punished in the most dramatic way, because wow, so much beauty in one place. Almost every 5 minutes you want to take out the camera, you want to fly the drone up and film and film and film, because it's so beautiful that you really want to capture every moment, but you can't. There are so many places that you want to see today. And of course you want to film everything on your phone, upload it to social media and send it to your loved ones. But you can't, because you still have 24 hours a day. Yeah, at this place you kind of walk around and you turn sometimes to some kind of mix between Justin Bieber fangirl and a Nazgul. Anyway, it sounds like that.
Wow!
This little stop really helped me to understand and look on my failure with Silberhorn from a different perspective. Yeah, it was a bummer that I couldn't put a checkmark on Silberhorn, but during those kind of adventures you really realize that the path is way more important than destination. And even though I didn't see the peak, I still felt satisfied from the whole path. But if you are bummed that you didn't see Silberhorn in this video, here it is, in the best possible quality. But now let's come back to the car. I honestly a little bit shocked how everyone is super nice here. Everyone who passes me by foot or on the bike, all like hello, hello. All I'm doing here is like hello, 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 hello. Half of the road, hello, 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 hello. Get out. Some kind of bug was bugging me. Here those guys just passed me by the car, they were also like, smile. So, let's continue. Truth be told, I honestly don't know if I'll get somewhere right now. Yeah, confirm. Because Google Maps shows me that there is no way to get there. Even though Waze shows me that there is a path. But it will take 50 minutes of drive, while walking there is only an hour and a half, which is kinda surprising. What is that, some kinda letter? Well, I hope it's not a ticket. It was probably a paid parking spot, damn! Well, yeah, it was a paid parking spot, and as you can see, it cost me 10 Swiss franc. If I knew, I'd probably park in some different place. But better pay now than discover some debt later. So yeah, well, lesson learned. Let's keep moving. So on my way to Murren, I was already preparing myself for another failure, because the scenario where Waze knows a path not available for Google Maps really didn't spike my trust in it. But as they say, you're probably not gonna get killed for trying, so I was going up the hill, looking at all this beauty around me, and suddenly, oh my god, what is this place? Why is it in the middle of the mountain? Why there is a light in here from a horror movie? How am I going out of there? Oh my god, SOS, somebody help me please, I'm gonna die here. But luckily, at some point, after about 100,000 prayers to Erwilovatar, I saw the light in the end of the tunnel. So yeah, I was right, I'm not gonna be able to get to Murren today. I followed Waze through one of the most horrific tunnels I ever experienced in my life, and now I reached a place where Waze tells me keep driving forward. But on the road there are about 10 or 12 signs that are saying no driving, no driving, no driving at all. And I saw a couple of cars going up the hill through this road, but they were all 4-on-4. And I'm not gonna risk my small Hyundai rental going up this road. But there's still some beauty here, let's check it out! Another unplanned place became a sensation for me. At this height of the mountain, a small village and a tiny restaurant up the hill. And of course mountains that are so close that it kinda feels you can reach them by hand. This place is absolutely mind-blowing. What is blowing? I don't know. What are words? Words? I need words. Okay, what is written here? Lauterbrunnen Tourismus. Tourismus, that's me. Wow, okay, so I need to citismus and snackismus. I wonder if I'm the only one who has this urge to eat something when there's a beautiful view. Like, you know, cucumber marks the spot. If I eat in here, I definitely been here. I don't know, but something tells me one of those peaks is actually Silberhorn. Wow, it's so beautiful here. Well, another lucky failure. Yeah, exactly like this. I didn't reach Murren, but still the place was spectacular. Well, it's okay, I will leave Murren for my next trip to Switzerland. But now I'll go to my final destination for today, a city, Interlaken. Oh my god, when it's gonna be over? Going through this tunnel felt like going through Moria twice. The only thing was missing is Balrog. And yeah, going forward to Interlaken, I already felt that I barely have any strength left. And I'm gonna see only one place. So we are in Interlaken, one of the places you have to visit if you're a Tolkien fan, since he mentioned it in his letter to his son, Michael. Well, it wasn't easy getting to this beautiful destination, especially when I experienced some bullying by locals. Okay, this was the cutest bully ever, and luckily, against all the myths, the dogs in Switzerland are barking. Well, even though Interlaken is not such a big city, I knew I can't show you most of the places. So I put myself a target to show you the most beautiful one, and I think I succeeded. So there is a small, tiny chance that I actually arrived to the place I wanted to arrive to. So yeah, I haven't seen Silberhorn and I haven't seen Murren, but this day, with all that has happened, was so rich in experience that I'm not gonna forget it for the rest of my life. And yeah, this night I was sleeping like a baby. So yeah, in the morning of the last day in Switzerland, I finally decided to research a little bit the Lauterbrunnen village. And I was very pleasantly surprised that the village not only knows about its importance to Tolkien lovers, but also knows how to make money from it. This is why at the local tourist agency you will see a large statue of Aragorn. I advise you to spend at least half an hour to meditate in Lauterbrunnen, it's very relaxing. But I had to go to my next location, a city, Meiringen, which of course was visited by Tolkien, but it's interesting for me because of the other guy I showed you in the beginning of this video. And today I'm going to visit the Reichenbach Falls. The place where Holmes and Moriarty were fighting and where Holmes was supposed to die, but Arthur Conan Doyle had to revive him because he was so popular that people demanded more books about Sherlock Holmes and they were not accepting him dying. So let's go! So after a very long and slow drive up the mountain, Google Maps finally showed me that I arrived. This is the Reichenbach Falls. And if you think to yourself, it looks kinda skinny for a fall that killed Professor Moriarty himself, you're right, it's not it. So we arrived. No, we didn't. It's Reichenbach Fall. No, honestly I can't say that I'm really impressed. Yeah, it's beautiful, but there's no wow effect. Because it's not the Reichenbach Falls! Igor! You may ask yourself why I'm so angry at myself. Well, because when I came back to my car, I couldn't really start it. And when I was already panicking and thinking to myself how I'm gonna call my insurance and how much money I'm gonna spend and for how long I'm gonna stick in here, this lovely couple saved me from embarrassment.
Kathleen and Casey.
Casey, thank you so much.
I'm Kathleen.
I'm Casey.
Casey and Kathleen.
And tomorrow is our 40th wedding anniversary.
Oh, congratulations!
Thank you. So we're hiking up to the hotel there to spend the night.
Awesome.
And celebrate.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I'm so glad we could help you.
Oh, you're amazing people. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Great trip.
Yeah, thank you.
Got it?
So why they saved me from embarrassment? It's because when I parked, I left the car on drive.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
So I decided to come back to this restaurant I saw on the road and ask them where do I find this freaking Reichenbach Fall, and I quickly realized that I'm not gonna need to ask anyone. So there's absolutely no point here to hide the camera in the back. I went for like 5 minutes and look at that. Look at this beautiful, authentic sign that shows all Sherlock Holmes fans how to get to Reichenbach Falls. Well, I'm going down and I'm probably gonna have to climb up on the way back. And once again, another beautiful trope in Switzerland. At this point, it's already kinda per usual. So beautiful, so organized, so clean. The atmosphere here is so amazing and it's so freaking calm. And the walk to the waterfall was actually really fast, so here it is. It's absolutely incredible, unbelievable how beautiful it is. I cannot even describe it with my words. It's very beautiful. Yeah, right, my vocabulary is amazing, yeah. Describe it great, Igor. So, I will have to wait for the funicular here. You cannot buy here tickets, only from a person who's driving the funicular itself. The cost of the tickets is unknown to me. Focus on that one, not on that one behind me. I know the one behind me is very beautiful. So, let's just wait for the funicular and see where it takes us. Turns out the funicular was a waste of time. It's not going up, it's actually going down. The main advantage of this kind of funicular is an open roof. You can film whatever you want, and it's completely wasted here. I think I took my camera out only twice. Most of the time it's rock and more rock. So please don't repeat my mistake and go to the waterfall by car. Just go here to the funicular, take it up, enjoy the waterfall and then climb to the restaurant to feel your strength. Use this funicular only as a transportation to climb up the mountain. And I'm gonna have to climb all of the stairs. It's good they have a restaurant on top of the mountain, because I feel I'm gonna be very hungry. God, why are you punishing me? I have this strong feeling that from this journey I'm gonna come back with the biggest muscles on my leg I ever had. Well, it wasn't as bad as I expected, but I'm still very hungry. So after filling my stomach, satisfied and tired, I finally went back to my hotel. But the day was not over, because this morning I met a local waitress named Jessica. She was speaking Russian and I really wanted to interview her about living in Lauterbrunnen. Where are you from? I'm from Moldova. Lauterbrunnen is actually kinda boring. If you live here, yeah, it's kinda boring to live here. For young people there's basically nothing to do here. But still, what are you doing to entertain yourself here? And look here, we are riding there with our skateboards. And then we just go back on the elevator. So you are riding your skateboards here on the parking lot. This is the only place in Lauterbrunnen where you can actually ride a skate. Yeah. So please tell me, after living here for a whole year, at what moment it stops being, so amazing here? Is this feeling passes at some moment? No, it never releases you. It's always there, because every time I wake up, I look at this beautiful view and what? And then magic happens? So what is magic after all? To me, it's not just some definition from the internet. It is a sense of adventure and spontaneity. It is warmth between people you have just only met. It is an inexplicable desire to create something out of nothing. it is giving a share of fairy tale to people completely unfamiliar to you. This is magic, enchantment, witchcraft, call it whatever you will. And you actually can't find it in Switzerland, simply because Switzerland is entirely that very magic.
So, let's summarize Switzerland. Right now I'm in France already. I rested a little bit. I arrived yesterday. I had a sleep. I had an amazing breakfast. This place, by the way, is insane. The whole food was from the farm, from the garden, nothing from supermarket. It was tasty as heaven itself. And let's talk a little bit about Switzerland. I wanted to do this video yesterday. I thought I'm gonna be able to do it in the train, but the train was full with screaming children, so I couldn't record any video. And what can I say about Switzerland? First of all, if you are planning to do something, not just watch some sites and go see places, but you have certain areas that you wanted to visit, when you plan, double the time, because when you will be driving or going to the place that you want to see, there will be another 10 or 20 places that you will be just stopping just to take pictures, just to make selfies, just to look at this amazing nature. Switzerland is all mountains and a lot of water bodies and a lot of rivers and so many things to see, and it's basically every 5 kilometers. You drive, you see a place to stop, you go out, you film, and it's another new place, another new valley, another something very, very beautiful that you want to film. The roads in Switzerland are very dangerous, and I'm gonna explain to you why. Not because they are done poorly, quite the opposite, because they are done very, very good. You're basically not driving, you're sliding. And if you're driving and you're driving somewhere where there's a speed limit, it's very easy to go over the speed limit and not even notice it. It's like 5 minutes, you don't look at the speedometer and you just look down and you say, oh, I'm already doing 125, 113 kilometers per hour, which is in a place when it's 80 is the limitation. I already got a ticket. It's probably gonna wait for me at home. So you're warned. You should do something about it, because it's driving there. It's another way of having fun, but a very dangerous fun unless you're a millionaire and you're willing to pay all the tickets that you're gonna get there. You definitely shouldn't go to Switzerland for 2.5 days like I did. First of all, I'm tired already. It's 5th day of my journey and I'm already feeling like I'm doing it for 2 weeks, because I saw so many places and I basically didn't have almost any normal rest. I'm sleeping for 5-6 hours every day. All day I'm in the road, I'm filming, and it's very, very tiring. Yesterday was a crazy day, from Lauterbrunnen to Zurich, from Zurich to Basel, from Basel to Paris, and from Paris to Beaumont-Hamel. So I started my road trip yesterday at 6 a.m. and I finished it at 10 p.m. I just went to the bed, I put my head and I blacked out. So if you go to Switzerland, probably take at least a week or something, at least, probably more. Now, regarding how geeky is Switzerland, as you can probably saw already in the video, I almost didn't talk too much about the whole geeky stuff, about Tolkien and Lord of the Rings, even though I planned to do it, but Switzerland was so beautiful with its landscape, so I kind of forgot. I was just like going and filming and going there and taking as much pictures as I can, as much videos as I can, and I completely forgot about telling all the stories that I wanted to tell. But going to Switzerland, it's not like going to New Zealand. I've been to New Zealand, and New Zealand really knows that Lord of the Rings was filmed there. You can see it in every store, in every gas station. You have books, you have souvenirs related to the movie. In Switzerland, I saw some mentions of Tolkien, and there's a Tolkien tour there, but it's not like, hey, come here, we are a place where Tolkien got inspired and made Rivendell, and made Khazad-dûm, and made Zirac Zagil. No, you have there, but it's not overwhelming like in New Zealand. So probably if you go into Switzerland, go for Switzerland. And then if you are a geek like me, then just check some places that Tolkien also visited. It's fun. So what am I doing in France? What am I doing in northern France? You should probably check it out in my next video. See you there.